Good morning to all my honorable judges, co-participants. Myself Kishore K, the leader of the group, and my partner is Pune team. Our great teacher is B.N. Ranjini Rangaswamy, ma'am, Physics. It's my pleasure to represent my 38th National Children's Science Congress. Our focal theme is Understanding Ecosystem for Health and Well-being. Under this focal theme, we have chosen sub-theme for Ecosystem-Based Approach, EBA, for self-reliance. Our topic is Substitute for Plastic and Styrofoam Plates. So, how can we save our ecosystem? I chosen this topic because in our locality, most of the peoples were using plastic in every places such as household, road line, packing material, etc. Unfortunately, these plastic waste account for 25% of total volume of landfill for 100 or 1000 years. Actually, earlier we were using leaf plates, bottles for carry of food, but we found that they aren't strong and couldn't carry curry or liquid items in it. So these leaf plates are replaced by either plastic or styrofoam plates. These are convenient to carry food, but this has a huge harmful in our ecosystem. That is, these take 100 years to biodegradable of these of the styrofoam on single-user plastic. The single-user plastic and styrofoam plates contributes towards 22,000 tons in our landfill. To complete this project, we have made a sustainable plan which include first we will take a survey in our locality, next we will find a common waste created in our locality, and we will do survey and experiment both on the basis of our problem, and next we will move on to the solution which we will found and to valuable or the effective solution of the problem in our locality. Now let us move on to the methodology, which is also known as method of science. The method we have adopted for completing of our project is survey method and experiment. In survey method, we have selected a village named Arkere. There we have done a survey on basis of two regions. We have split it into rural and urban. In rural region, we have covered a peoples and took a survey of the government employees, factory workers. In urban areas, we took a survey of farmers, laborers, and workers. And we overall the survey we have collected 60 samples. This includes the files. From the 60 samples, I have analyzed the data that will be presented in the next chart. So now let us move on to the data analysis and interpretation. In data analysis and interpretation, I will analyze the data collected during survey. These are of three different cases. Case 1, disposal of plastic waste in our locality. I have plotted a bar graph to show the percentages of people involved in the disposal of plastic waste. In drain, 3% of people were involved. In rivers, 57% of people were involved. In outside houses, 31% of people were involved, and in dustbins, only 17% of people were involved. From this graph, I can conclude that the most of the people were disposing the plastic waste in water bodies, which may continue to the leading of polluting of plastic waste and pollution in water bodies and harmful effects for the aquatic animals. In second place, I have plotted a dot graph to show the problems created due to polluting of plastic waste in our locality. The main problems, these are health issues, health issues here. 85% of people were facing this problem. A problem in water bodies, 91% of people were facing in pollution in land, 71% of people were facing. In decreasing of soil fertility, mainly of farmers, 54% of people were facing this problem. From this graph, I can conclude that most of the people were facing the problem of pollution of water and plastics in water bodies, which may lead to health issues and decreasing of soil fertility. In third case, I have plotted a pie graph to show the different practices adopted in our locality to reduce the plastic waste. These are reducing, reusing, recycling, and burning waste. Here I have found that the burning waste, most of the probably people referred by this method of 54%. From this pie graph, I can conclude that the most of the people were burning waste in our locality, which may lead to health issues and causing harmful effects and releasing of chemicals in our ecosystem. Now let us move on to the solution of the problem that I have found. To solve this problem that is co-effective and valuable. Preparation of bioplates from air-connect leaves. Biodegradable plates from air-connect leaves. Ecosystem-based approach to replace plastic and styrofoam plates and also for self-reliance. These air-connect leaf plates contribute towards save our ecosystem, and these are biodegradable and convenient to carry food and very strong and reusable and biodegradable into smaller particles, does not harm any microorganisms or bacteria, soil bacteria. The preparation and methods as follows. Step 1, collecting of raw materials from air connect from it. Step 2, gathering of air connect leaves. Step 3, drying of air connect leaves. Step 4, washing and drying under sunlight for 2 to 3 days of air connect leaves. Steps 5, keeping under hydraulic machine to get size and shape of that. Step 6, it was a final product that we have found to replace our single-user plastic and styrofoam plates, which is destroying our ecosystem. Now let us move on to the observation, conclusion and future scope. In observation, I have observed that the increase in soil fertility and using of 5R principles practices in our locality. These are reduce, reuse, recycle, recover and refuse of plastic waste. And I also observed that the decrease in health issues and plastic waste pollution after usage of these biodegradable plates from air-connect leaves. So let us move on to the conclusion. From our project, I can conclude that the uh, creation and implementation and transformation of waste air cannot leave and into valuable substance which would be the solution of the problem in the future of this polluting of plastic waste nowadays in our locality and making our ecosystem clean, green and healthy and also our surrounding and like locality and also contribute towards the using of 3R principles reuse, reuse, recycle and now let's just move on to the future scope. Let's see the future scope of our project is as follows. It's our responsibility to contact NGOs and municipalities to increase the usage of biodegradable plates and bioplates made from air-connect leaves, which is eco-friendly materials. And in future, we may continue this making of this production of air-connect leaves by creating eco-friendly events and awareness about usage of these bioplates. And in future scope, we also contribute. It also contribute towards Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Atmanirbhar Bharata, and also Fit India for Fit India, not polluting of plastic waste, and using of 5R principles, reduce, recycle, reuse of decrease in the plastic waste pollution, and making our ecosystem healthy, and it saves our ecosystem and our surrounding green and healthy. So, at last but not the least, I would like to tell you that say no to single use of plastic and styrofoam plates. Spread our awareness among people to say no to single use of plastic. If you can't refuse it, please reduce it. Thank you.